What is up, guys? My name is MipZ and welcome back for yet another League of Legends video. So today we are playing my absolute favorite ADC. We're playing VAYNE. She is an amazing champion. She's a hyper carry and she's a champ that you can really outplay your opponents on, both mechanically but also on a macro level. So this video will only focus on the macro decision making and playstyle side of VAYNE. So for those of you who kind of need the mechanical side, like the abilities, combos, advanced combos, flash combos, all this stuff, I've left a link for you guys in the description to my other video that goes through these in detail and teaches you every single thing you need to know about VAYNE in terms of her mechanics. So for those of you who haven't watched that one, I can strongly recommend watching that before you watch this one. But yeah, for the rest of you guys, this video will only be focused on the decision making, and I'll kind of use this game as an example to let you guys in on my thought process when playing VAYNE and kind of what goes through my head. So yeah, let's just jump right on into it. A good thing to kind of note, and I also said this in one of my other guys, and I think I'll continue to say this pretty consistently in the videos, is that it's a good idea to not level your abilities before you need them. And the reason for this is basically that this allows you to adapt in situations where you will need to. This basically means that if we're standing up here and the enemy suddenly invades us, I have the option of taking my E to push someone away if that's what I need in order to save my own life or somebody else's. While if I just randomly always level my ability straight off the bat without thinking or without actually needing it, then I might have taken a choice that would otherwise have been able to save my own or a teammate's life, or maybe even gathered us a kill. Who the frick knows? Like, kind of depends on the situation. So it's a good common routine to don't level your abilities before you need them. And once you do need them, then level them by using control on the keyboard and then leveling it with Q, W, E, or R. That way you basically can level an ability without having to click it with your mouse, which is super useful. Anywho, let's kind of get this thing started. So here in the early game, one thing you gotta know about VAYNE is that VAYNE, if you get out of laning phase without really dying and having somewhat the same farm as the enemy champion, then you can pretty much consider your lane won, at least. If well, it kind of course depends if you lose turrets and stuff, but going equal in laning phase with VAYNE is not necessarily a bad thing. I'm not saying that's what you need to go for, but VAYNE is a hyper carry. She is not the champion you pick for the early game. You pick this champion for the mid to late game. That's what she absolutely shreds anything, because of what we talked about with her E or with her W, her silver balls, the way they work and ignore armor and everything, and it's based on the target's maximum health and not its current health. Then you can shred any target in a matter of split seconds. So this is kind of what you're trying to play around. You can see we're having a gank down here, just kind of nice, but we do have a lot of minions. This might be a little hard. I'm not gonna go for anything hard here. I could have gone out a little more in order to kind of see if I can go for that engage, but it was those too many minions. We would probably not get this kill, and it will be a lot of unnecessary damage on us. Anyway, we'll just make sure we get some of our farms. So far we've actually out-farmed this guy a lot. He's super afraid of us, and we have the sustain of Soraka as well, so we're kind of just hanging out, chilling, letting her minions die. And we're just gonna kind of wait till we can get a proper setup for a kill, and Soraka is doing a good job poking, and we are maxing our W first, because this increases the damage that our consecutive shots do. And right here you can see we can go for a trade, and as you guys remember, we deal more or we run faster than this Ashe because of the Night Hunters, because of the or Night Hunter passive. And this is why when I hit the first two shots, I just kept running after her, because if Ashe does not have her slow on me, then I will catch up to her really fast. So remember this when going for a trade, that you are able to always catch up to your target, which is super duper useful. We will not be able to get the third shot off on that Yuumi, but we are going to be able to do a good chunk of damage. But here in the laning phase right now, this is really nice. We're kind of just farming up, and we're going to try and take some pokes whenever. The thing with Vayne is you really want to go for the trades when your enemy laner is going for a last hit, because then she won't be able to trade back with you. And then you can do a Q or an auto attack into a Q and into another auto attack potentially. As we talked about earlier as well, then yes, you can also go for something like using your E to proc the third part of your silver balls. The thing with that combo is that it is fairly mana hungry, and this is of course not the ideal thing and something you want to think about. But where it is super useful is actually for last hitting an enemy champion. And one of the places where I use it the most is when you're playing against somebody he's fairly low. You need the last shot of the last proc of silver balls in order to actually kill the target. You just fired off an auto attack, and the target, pretty often enemy champions will not know this. They will see they have 2 procs of silver balls and they'll back out, but they think that there's some time before the next auto attack, so they might not flash. And this is where these things really... We can actually just go for a flash there. Thank you. And this is where this really comes into or becomes really, really handy, is that we can use our E in order to proc the last part of the silver balls and actually kill the target with that one. It's very often, this is a very common occurrence that I managed to pull that off, because not that many people know that you proc a silver balls with your condemn. So using the condemn to proc that last one can be really useful. But here in the laning phase, then basically what we want to go for, we could actually have gone to help Drake, but I think we'll just take this farm, make sure that we snowball. But one of the things with whoops, let's get this, get the last minion here, and then I think we'll just go for a real quick back, because we can actually buy quite a lot. We have a pretty strong start here. There we go. Oh yeah, and really nice thing, as soon as you reach level 6, then pretty often you can actually go for ambushes using the bushes. But I'll try and showcase that in a moment. Let's just back out, get a little bit. We actually don't need the second potion, that's a little waste. There we go. Alright, but here in the laning phase, the way you kind of want to trade is when they go for a last hit. What Vayne is mostly countered by is long range champions. So something like a Caitlyn can be a problem because they can really poke you at range. Draven can also be kind of annoying, at least, but personally I really hate playing versus Draven. He has really strong trading potential. But with Vayne, you're not necessarily going for kills early game. Like, it's really good if you can, but play around your team, play around your support, wait for them to set something up, or wait for the enemy team to misstep. If they position up a wall, then you can potentially go for a condemn and go for an all-in. That's definitely possible, but you do have really good trading potential if you use it in a smart way. So we're here in the laning phase for now. We're kind of just chilling. One of the things I want to showcase is that this is kind of where Vayne kind of differs herself from a lot of other ADCs. She is kind of what do you say, she's kind of an assassin as well. This means that, and that's actually also something we'll talk a little bit about as we get into the mid game, but is that you can actually go for basically some Rengar like plays where you wait in a bush for them to pass by, and you literally just pop ult, tumble and push them into a wall, and you kill them before they can even react. You can do the same in laning phase from time to time, especially at lower elos. This will be really easy to pull off. But imagine that you're doing pretty well in lane, you push forward, and the enemy isn't really here yet, or the enemy has their wave pushed forward, and they're running up lane and they don't know where you are at this point. Well, what you can do is position yourself in either one of these 3 bushes. And then as they come up close, you pop your ult. You can knock them into the wall. You can just go for an all-in. Pretty often you won't even need the stun. Of course, if you can get it, go for it. That is super important. Right here we can get another 3 consecutive strikes off. We could potentially have gone for ult there. I think we would have actually been able to pull off a kill there, depending on how much Yuumi gets to heal. I think when we back here, we'll buy an Executioner's Calling in order to just diminish some of her healing. But so far we're doing pretty well. Things are not going too shabby. We haven't really used any wards because we're a little too focused on other stuff. But let's make sure that we just don't get ganked. So I see that Sin has 2 kills, so we've got to be a little aware of that. But I think if Sin comes down here, I think there's a good chance that we can 2v3, to be honest. We're in a pretty good state. We have decent farm, at least compared to this Ashe that is really, really struggling. Because what we can do now is basically every time that she comes close, we can go for a trade. We're a lot stronger than she is at this point. We can stock lane here. I'm just gonna check if she backs. She doesn't. So we're just kind of gonna freeze. Yeah, as you guys can see in the laning phase, this is of course a really nice one because we have a Soraka support. Actually, Soraka is not my favorite to play with Ad or with Vayne. I really like playing with aggressive supports because I know I can kind of snowball things, and I can really make the ball roll and really kill them fairly easy. At least at this level right now. And I really enjoy an aggressive play style, but it definitely works playing with Soraka. But what you gotta think about when playing with a support like this, I'm thinking if you should... Oh. Right here, we should be able to 1v3. Or not one... Whoop. Should be able to get all of them. Alright, we won't be able to get Yuumi, but we can get the 2 others. Alright, that's sweet. We did not play that perfectly at all, but it was more than enough. And they used basically everything as well. But this is what I mean. Like, the thing is, we could probably have pushed Sin in under turret or into a wall, or we could have, if we needed, if we felt a little bit too pressured by damage, we also had the option of pushing Ashe away to give us a little more breathing room. But we weren't really in any trouble at all, so yeah, we could just kind of make things roll. So all right, turret plating skating off. I think we should be able to get just 1 plating here if we just really quickly... Wow, I can't believe I'm missing this. Okay, I'm not... No, wait, I'm actually not going to go for it. I would rather want to back here. So we can finish off our Kraken Slayer, which is going to be really nice for us. And pretty soon we are going to start moving into the mid game. What we wanted here is actually we wanted to buy an Executioner's Calling. And the reason why we want to do this is because they have a lot of healing from this Yuumi. But I won't be able to finish that part off. So we'll just buy a longsword and let it kind of start there. The only reason why we didn't buy it right away and prioritized that thing is because we could finish off Kraken Slayer, which is a huge item for us. All right, so moving down in lane, we know at this point that we're a lot stronger than they are. If Ashe goes into my range, I can actually just ult and I can run in her face because we get the extra movement speed from the ult, and we can just basically... Oh god, I actually forgot to attack here. You can see there's absolutely nothing she can do. Like, we can just run in their faces now and just freaking 1v2 them super easy. Because we're really far ahead. We know that we have more movement speed than she does. Even her slow is not enough at this point. The only way she can peel us off is if Yuumi uses her ult or if Ashe uses hers. So... And even then, it'll be hard for them. Like, Ashe has to use it kind of predictively because as most people know, or as you should know, then Ashe's ult stuns depending on its like the range it flies, how far it's flown. Is that the right word for it? And seeing as this one did not really fly too far, or seeing as if you get up close to them, it won't fly far, then it's going to be really difficult for them to do much. We'll go in here and we'll defend mid. I'll actually just ward up a little bit here on the way. I am a little afraid of the Annie, because Annie is also like, Annie is super scary for us, and there's not that much we can do versus her. Should be able to stun her right into the wall there. Okay. Okay, we are gonna die. Rip. All right, Soraka got that. I knew this was kind of a risky play though. Wow, she died to tippers. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and buy that one. Personally, I really like going for, let's see, something like a Ruined King. It's gonna, whoop. Should we buy? I think we'll get this actually. Yeah. The Ruined King can be really, really nice for us just because it allows us to chase down people even faster by stealing some movement speed from them, which is super nice. And it also has the on-hit effects, which is perfect. So I think we'll take that one, but there is different ways of going. Could also have gone for a Rage Blade here. Rage Blade is also kind of insane, but I feel like Ruined King right now in this game, in my opinion, is a little bit better for me because I'll also get a little bit of sustain. So right here with pop our ult, we'll just kind of go for a kill. We should be able to get it off despite everything. Like, there is not much they can do against it, so we'll just kind of take these 2 free kills. Thank you. But this is kind of what we showcased, or what I wanted to showcase was actually that, like, imagine that this wave is pushed forward, or a wave is pushing to our turret, and we could go into one of these bushes and kind of just sit in there, wait for them to go to the next wave in order to get minions. Then you can pop your ult and basically just tumble to them, and tumble in their face, or run out and do. It's best for you to do an auto attack and then tumble, because that way you get more damage out, you kind of distract them. Like, starting out with it is not ideal. So we should be able to beat this fairly easy. Okay, he popped the ult. We should be able to, yep, there you go. So our only issue is Annie, and Annie could actually also be above us somewhere, which is kind of scary. Oh, she's dead. Never mind. Can we get this? Okay, no. I was a little too slow. If I had been less, or had been more decisive there and been like, okay, I'll go for this, we would definitely have been able to. Anyway, let's kind of start talking about the mid to late game, which is kind of where we're starting to go now. We're in the mid game, and here you have a couple of different options. Well, you can play Vayne. Basically, first of all, she's really good in team fights. The way you want to play her in team fights is you want to play the back line and kind of just hang back and deal damage to whatever target is closest. This is how you want to play Vayne, generally speaking, especially as a less experienced Vayne player. As you get a bit more experience, you will kind of find the idea of when you can go for the back line, when you're strong enough for it, when you're strong enough to kind of go for some more risky plays. But you need to know your limits. Generally speaking, the best thing to do is just play the back line, meaning that you play behind your team and you attack whatever target is closest to you. And the reason why this is really good on Vayne as well is because Vayne kills anything faster than almost anyone. Because we have this passive or not passive, or silver balls, because we deal damage based on their maximum health. Then if we attack, it doesn't really matter if we attack a 4000 HP Zac or a 2000 HP Annie. Like, it doesn't really matter. So for us, we might as well, oh crap, we're gonna have to, if this guy flashed. Yeah, this is the thing, like Annie, there's nothing we can do against her. Oh, this is super awkward. I'm in such a bad position. Annie's used her abilities. Okay. Wow. Really? I'm not going to be able to... I actually failed that tremendously hard. I'm going to be able to help out here real quick. I really failed. Okay, I just want to explain what happened for me there. I actually wanted to use the jump thing over here, the plant. But because I activated what is called champions only mode, which means that I only auto-attack champions, then it actually wouldn't attack or move me over. You can basically see that if we look at my cursor. I know zooming doesn't help, but if I activate it, you'll see basically my cursor gets this red thing in the middle. This means that it only attacks champions, while if I take it off, it attacks, or I can click anything. I might make a video with some kind of like some of these tricks and tips that can be really useful. But that's actually the reason why we didn't get over this. It wasn't actually because I wanted to wait, and I was slightly confused for a second of what was actually going on. Okay, so here for the mid to late game, as I said, late game team fighting, we want to group up and we want to kind of sit behind our team. If we feel like things are not really going our way, we also have the option of split pushing. The reason for this is that VAYNE is an absolutely stunningly good split pusher, because she can 1v1 just about anyone except stuff like Annie. Or at least Annie is super hard for you, because if she charges up her stun, she can literally just stun tippers you dead. There's not that much of a counterplay for it. So this is kind of what we got to think about. And that's also what we're going to think about in this game, is we don't want to... Oh, let's see. If I can get to this bush, we can probably assassinate. Okay, we won't be able to. We'll see if they go down here. I can pop ult early and... Yeah, okay. I'm going to give it a second here. And we're going to, right out of that range, we're going to do this. And then we're just going to kill them. There we go. And we're still going to be able to catch up to Ashe. I'm sorry, Ashe. We're just faster than you are. I'm sorry, buddy. It's not going to help you, bro. I know. I know. I know. I know, man. I know. Oh, I'm so sorry, bro. I'm so sorry. It just doesn't help. And this is what I mean, and what I talked about earlier. VAYNE is really hard to get away from. Even Ashe that has natural slows can't get away from us. So this is something we got to think about. Okay, so Annie's top side, and all the others are here. We have two options. Either we can back help, we probably should have, or we can go for a split push. I'm gonna hope that... Okay, this is a really teeny tiny... I should have backed. I should super have backed, but it's too late now. I'm gonna go for just this chart. Oh, they did not push any further. Oh, that's perfect. All right. Let's go steal their jungle, because they probably used back, so all of them are in base. So we can just go here, get the red buff. Really want that one. That's gonna be nice. All right, there we go. And with a little bit of luck, we can stumble into Sin here. Yep. Should be able to... Oh my god, I don't have vision. No. This is... Yeah. I did not think Annie was there. That was int by me. The thing is, we didn't have any wards left. If we had a ward, we would have gotten it without risking our life. That's kind of the thing. But, well, yeah, whatever. That can happen. Okay, so I think here, I'm actually just gonna sell this part. We'll get that one. And then now we can finish off. I think we'll go Rage Blade. We could also go for something with a bit of magic resist. I would go for like in Q and QSS. I don't think we will. I think we'll just kind of go for whatever build we're building now, which I find is pretty useful. Our biggest issue is this Annie, and we're just going to have to rely on our team to take care of her, or at least for our team to bait out her tippers. That's it. All right. Let's see if we can carry this. We are pretty fit. So, as I said, our only issue, Annie. Annie's our issue. But yeah, in late game, team fighting, split push if necessary. You can split push, but remember, split pushing only works if you have pressure on other lanes. Oh, wow. Nice. All right. I did not do anything there. All right, Drake's up in a moment, and that's going to be Dragon Soul for us. So we really want to get that one. But I can strongly recommend when you do team fight as a new VAYNE, play the backline and use your Q mostly for maneuvering. So trying to dodge or move backwards. That's super important. Learn how to attack move. For those of you who don't know what it is, go and search on YouTube for how to attack move in League of Legends. I might also do a video on this in sometime in the near future, because it's super important to know how to do. But it's basically the attack move basically means this thing with attacking a target while moving around. So you basically move around in between auto attacks. That's the basic idea. So basically what we're doing here. All right, let's push this in and get that free. Oh crap, I should have been bot lane now. Oh, holy crap, that was a bad move. Okay, maybe we'll be lucky and they haven't taken it. They have. Oh my god, MipZ, you're an idiot. God dang it, man. All right, that was pretty dumb. We just gave them that Drake. That could have been Dragon Soul for us. Just saying. I should have been there. All right, so we're gonna try and group up with our team, see if we can actually get a team fight going. But as I said also on Vayne in the mid game, what you can do is kind of what we tried to do on Sin here, which I failed because I didn't have a ward and I didn't die to Annie. Oh, Annie used her ult. I want to make sure that I kill Annie first. I'm an idiot. I played that really poorly. Okay, so this is a very, 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 I wouldn't say common, but yeah, well, what I did was really, quite honestly, quite a new play. But not only did my position suck, I went for a target that I shouldn't have, and then I also switched between two targets, meaning that I didn't get my consecutive shots off and didn't proc syllables, meaning that I literally do basically not a lot of damage. This is the reason why we did not kill anything, and this is the reason why we just failed. Then we got stunned several times. So you gotta kind of remember, attack the same target, decide on a target. Of course, if you are playing the backline tactic and just kind of hang in the back, then if the target runs away, then don't chase it to the point where other champions will be able to reach you. Then just swap for the second nearest target, or for the new nearest target. You want to make sure that you stay safe. As an ADC, generally speaking, then it's always okay for you to stay safe. But of course, try to still like stay safe, but not so safe that you don't do damage. You're oh crap. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. This is it. The only condition in which we don't win is this Annie. Because if we miss position or do a play like we just did, I don't know why Kane is going in here. They're probably gonna lose this. Okay, wait. Kali's coming to help. It still doesn't look good. Gonna be honest. Okay, maybe. No. Maybe? Okay. Oh my god, and they took Baron, and they're just fighting here. Okay, this is a Yauchi. This is not good. All right, so we kind of need to gather our shit in order to carry this. We can carry this, but our issue is, as I said, this Annie. We got to figure out a way of dealing with her. The rest of the team we can deal with fairly easy. It's just this Annie that's the problem. So let's just really quickly go here. We'll take some of this farm because we might as well make some good use of our time. We'll go up here, get the CS from the lane. And we'll go over here, and we'll just kind of try and get as much gold as we can right now. We might as well. Next Drake is in 130, and I think that's kind of what we're waiting for at this point. We'll just kind of wait for the next Drake to spawn. We'll take this. We can probably just go down here. I don't think I'm gonna need anything else. Should be able to get this fairly easy. Oh crap. Okay, I'm gonna flash, so we just ensure that we get these two. Okay, we're gonna knock this guy away. Sweet. Okay, so we got 3 here. We can get Quattro. Oh crap. No, I'm gonna run first. No. Okay, rip. Again, Annie's the problem. Let's hope our team does something here. Okay, he aced it, but he's gonna die. Pushing here would be a really good idea. Okay. 30 seconds on Drake. Rush Drake when we spawn. That would be nice. That'd be really nice. So we can get that one. I think just... I don't really want to buy... Like, we could go for some magic resist, and it might be... You know what we're gonna do? We're actually gonna go Guardian Angel, because it will make it less good for them to use, or for Annie to use ult on us. I think that's what we'll do. I don't want to go for a full magic resist thing here, or for... Could also go for like a MauV or something, but I don't feel like it's... Nah. I feel like this is the more fun choice. Not necessarily the optimal one, but the more fun choice. And as we remember, playing League is about having fun. And we lost another Drake. God freaking damn it, man. This is the second time that's been thrown away. Alright. It's going to give us another chance at the... Oh. The Annie is super scary. Annie used her... Really? Yeah. We just cannot handle that. And again, you can just see Annie is the target that gives all the damage. Like... And this is why Annie is such a good champion and low elo. She's really hard to deal with. Especially... Like, for an ADC, there's not that much you can do. You can kind of just hope that your team will actually deal with her. Because if she gets to get to you, you're screwed. Like, you're literally screwed. And we've done pretty well, but... Yeah. Should we actually sell and go for a MauV? I think it's the only way we might be able to handle this. I think so. This kind of freaking sucks and it's not the ideal thing, but... If I don't do it... Or... Let's go MauV, and we might actually reach a point where we sell our Mortal Reminder and go for Bloodthirster for extra sustain. Because they're going so hard for us that we're just not going to be able to... Like, right now, we don't have enough sustain to get ourselves up after the initial damage from Annie. So we might just have to. Okay, they cleared out this. 120 on Baron, so that's really what we want to go for. Oh no. Okay, I'm ready to engage if things go down. They don't. All right. We can stun this target. I'm not gonna use my ult. Oh wow, did that really hit me? Sweet. Okay. But again, not really the... Oh, if she has flash, I'm dead. Oh my god, I'm dead. Screw me. Oh, I'm not dead. I am dead. Run first. Oh, she missed it. I'm still dead. Still 100% dead. And... Yes. Maybe I should just try to turn and outplay that and try and stun her into the wall. I think I should have. I think I should definitely done that. This was definitely not the ideal way of doing it. Like right now, this guy is solo winning them the game. "20 seconds till we're up." It's not really the Sin that's the big problem here, to be honest. 10 seconds till we're back up. It's this one. Okay. I think they'll finish before we're back up. No, maybe we'll get it. Maybe we'll... Yeah, okay. GG's. Oh, well. I feel like while we did lose this game, which was pretty freaking sad, then it did kind of showcase VAYNE as an overall. We did not manage to 1v9. The big issue for us here, and this is one of the things generally speaking with ADCs, is champions like Annie can be really hard to deal with. They can literally just one-shot you, and if your team does not kind of try to protect you or try to get that target down or force out their CDs, then what happened here is most likely going to happen. It's going to be really hard for us to deal with. They just literally rushed to us. But it was a pretty fun game despite everything. And as I've said before, the purpose of these videos are not to show you guys absolutely perfect gameplay. It's not to show you guys that I'm a pro or anything, because believe me, I'm not. But it is kind of just to showcase the champion, get a feel for it, and hopefully teach you guys a thing or two. And in the laning phase and stuff, we did do pretty okay. I made a lot of misplays throughout this game that I should have done a lot differently. But at the end of the day, it was a tough game for us to carry because how fed the Annie was. And we didn't really help the case either. At a point, we literally, like, at the end there, well, maybe I should just have ulted and turned. I knew that I wouldn't get away, so it would probably just been the better choice to try and go for it. I think so. I think that might have been the better choice, but I shouldn't have gotten that far out to the point. Like, I shouldn't have put myself in that situation in the first place. And that's kind of the entire core of it. We did put ourselves in some pretty bad situations that were hard to get out of. So yeah, I hope you guys kind of learned a thing or two from this, not only from the champion perspective, but also kind of the perspective of my brain, or my brain process, my thought process when I play these games and what I kind of think about. This is not the biggest try hard game I play. Like this is mostly to explain, so I hope this kind of helped you. If you guys enjoyed this one or have a champion that you would like to see, then make sure to write that in the comment section. And if you enjoyed it, make sure to smash that like button. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, then dude, what are you doing? Go ahead, click that subscribe, join in on our awesome family. Also on Discord, actually, a lot of people joining in. I talk to you guys in there every single day. It's super chill. We have such a nice and helpful community. And yeah, if you want to see me live stream, then I stream every single Friday on twitch.tv/MipZ_live. I stream in there every single Friday. It's super chill. We hang out and we have a lot of fun. So feel free to go in there as well. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, stay awesome, have fun, and take it easy, guys.